Alright guys, so welcome along to another Dark Shadow update. Bugger! We were so close. Right then, as you know, the pedals, if you select the window, are all working. The little potentiometer that I've got on the side of the button box now is working. And the wheel is working. Kind of. Well, it is working. It's just not working how I wanted it to. I couldn't find the information at the time of exactly how these Hall effect sensors work. I now know, because the proper ones arrived. I wired them up. I thought, yes, we've got it. Moved the magnet forwards and backwards. Yes, awesome. Put it all together. Got ready to just finally twist the magnet around, set it up, and I realised the glaring error in what I was trying to do. The error is that the Hall effect sensor only has 180 degrees of rotation. Balls. So you have a cylinder. Well, the way that people are doing it is the Hall effect sensor is going in the middle of a cylinder, like a biro pen sort of thing, and then you got two magnets stuck on either side, north face and the south face. And yeah, you've only got that 180 degrees. If the north's closest to the side activates it, it's all the way over to one way. Voila, the south's closest, it's all the way over there. Balls, because the way I've got this thing geared is it's ready for 360 degrees. I thought I had 360 degree. I don't. I watched it. There was one guy I saw on YouTube, and the profiler he had wasn't left to right, it was a circle. Did the full circle, but I can't. I've no idea what he was using. No idea. The picture wasn't clear enough to read the top part of the window, to steal it. I have no idea. Balls. So, all that time waiting, and it was useless to me. Gutted. That's the only way. I was thinking about it last night after I realised this. I spent hours deciding on how to do it. And the only way I could make this work now will be to extend my running gear. I'd need another two cogs, pulleys even, another two pulleys, another shaft, another two bearings, another belt. You see where this is going? Tears and nightmares and horribleness. And it's just, it just wouldn't, I wouldn't be happy with it. It would be cool, it would work with the Hall effect, but I wouldn't be happy. That's going to be for V2, I think. But in the meantime, I have to make this work now as is, and I've already got that sussed out. I did discover while I've been doing this, as you can see from that one, that this potentiometer has where's the DI view? Get over here. What are you looking at here? Oh, you're looking at the x-axis, are you? Yes. Don't need that one. Into settings, into there, and what are you on? Y-axis. Well, not the X off, we'll view the Y. There we go, Y-axis. Yeah, this has got view raw data, there we go. All the way from 0, all the way to 4000. Let's call them set points. Reference points. That's a lot. That's a hell of a lot. That is really, really accurate. Very, very sensitive. That's just a normal potentiometer. There's no dead zone either. So all this trouble I was having with dead zones throughout my life, believing it was crap potentiometers, it's not. It's the feckin' software in the wheels. Or the firmware for the wheels. Like the Farmson wheel, it's the firmware. The original Thrustmaster wheel, it's the firmware. This is the potentiometer out of that original Thrustmaster wheel. I think I managed to catch the sneeze there. But yeah, that tiny little annoying wheel, I think it cost me 20-30 quid, that had 180 degrees of rotation. Something like, this is the potentiometer from that. If only they had the right firmware in that wheel, it'd be bloody brilliant. I mean, this isn't feckin' difficult. What are you doing? Knobs. Absolute douchebags. But then again, it was a kid's wheel, dead zone, I don't fucking know. But the Farmson wheel, they've no excuse for that. That'll be a similar sort of potentiometer to this. It is perfectly capable of being this good. And it's not, but that's the potentiometer that's on the side of the button box now. I don't want to take it off the button box because I quite like it up there. I have an idea for it. It's going to be the hand throttle. But yeah, all good. I thought I got that done there. I was ready for the Hall effect sensor. Hall effect sensor doesn't work. I'm now a potentiometer down. The potentiometer that's currently on the wheel is from the pedals from that Thrustmaster set. Because I can't find the second wheel. I have two of the damn things and I have no idea where the second one is. Not a clue. It's annoying. It's there somewhere. I just don't know where. But the wheel at the minute has roughly around 270 degrees of rotation, maybe 300 at a push. Yeah, kind of sucky. So I have a brand new potentiometer coming from the Leo Bodner guys. It is a continuous spin one. Now, my theory on that is it's going to do start at 0, go to 359, then it's going to go 360 and go back to 0. So it's going to sort of start over there, you're going to spin, get to 359, and it's going to go straight back to the other side and do it all again and just keep going and going and going. This is my theory, I don't know. Either way, I need it to be 360s to get 2.4 turns out of this wheel. That's going to work fine because I can then use the clever little stop gadgets I've got just to hold it off. I can set this up so it won't turn any further or less. It'll be beautiful. But that's probably not going to be here till Monday. Or Saturday. Saturday maybe. They do send via Royal Mail. So maybe by Saturday. In theory, I have ordered it first class. So it should be about tomorrow. And then it's a quick unglue solder. Jobby. He says. It worked kind of well. It's sort of, where's my thing? They've changed the image for Google Drive. It looks like a cloud button now. What are you doing? Give over. I mean, in the Windows things, it's still the Google Drive, that green, yellow and blue a triangle thing. But on the down here part of the start bar now, it's a fucking cloud. No. No. Leave it alone. Apple want to be cloudy. Let them be cloudy. You were never cloudy, and I could see what you were. Cheese dip. Picture. That's what I'm going for here. I want to show you the picture. There we are. So I made a shaft coupler last night. That was fun. I killed my 4mm tap. Or 4M tap. Bugger. I think it's stainless. I don't know what material it is. Magnets don't stick to it. I thought they stuck to stainless. But yeah, I thought it was aluminium. No. No. It's a tap killer. But the 5mm went through. 5mm actually went for the smaller shaft. Which is madness. But anyway, that's the old potentiometer. It's from a Thrustmaster, so in theory it's not a bad potentiometer. I mean, this one's rather good. The one on the button box. That works really well. The other thing I could have gone for was a multi-turn potentiometer and just got rid of all this. Completely got rid of it. Took it all off, moved that up a bit, gave myself a little bit of shaft coupler onto there, straight onto the multi-turn, and that kind of as many turns as that bloody potentiometer would do then. A 3-turn would be nice because that's 1080 degrees of rotation. Bada bing, bada boom. Job done. But I don't know what kind of quality we're looking at with them, so yeah, not quite going that route just yet. There was the Leo Bodner guys only have a 3. No, I think it's a 10-turn. And yeah, not really interested in a 10-turn. But I'm not sure how a 10-turn would work. I mean, presuming I could. Well, in theory, it's going to be really, really slow in it throughout the 10 turns. You've got 10 turns from 0 to 495. This one's got, I think it's 270 degrees on this potentiometer. Something like. The whole bottom end doesn't work, does it, in a potentiometer normally? Like, it'll turn from sort of pointing this direction all the way around to pointing that direction. That one only works from about there to there. It's good how they've done it. They must have adjusted the potentiometer to work for the pedals. So they've crammed all the sensitivity down into the pedals in that small pedal stroke, which is good for a pedal per tentameter. It doesn't make sense why they do that for that and then have such a crap sensitivity on the wheel. Because I actually tried replacing the pots on that wheel because they weren't working right. And it threw up errors because it was... Well, it goes to the firmware, doesn't it? Basically, the firmware for it is this. But it's all locked up inside the gubbins of the wheel. And then you just USB, plug it in, and happy days. New. Oh well. I wonder if this DI view would have worked with that wheel. I doubt it. Because this is direct from... Well, this goes pot to the Bodner control board. The BU0836X. It says there. Then into the system, and that all that does is basically relate, put in details. This is what you use to tune it. You can put dead zones in here, but I don't like dead zones on steering. You end up, it really shows itself on stuff like Euro Truck, where you've got to do that fine tune, just a little left to stay between the white lines. And when you have a dead zone, you steer a little left, nothing happens. You steer a bit more, and nothing happens. And now you're crossing the white line, so you give it a nice good steer, you oversteer, and then you go in the other bloody way, and then you try and do the same. It ruins the game. That dead zone on Euro Truck ruins it. Makes it so bloody hard to drive it. That was the problem I had with the Satis wheel in Euro Truck. It sucked. That dead zone's a killer. Ruins the game. It's a trucking game. You need the sensitivity you get with these big wheels. The G27, the G29, Thrustmaster gear. This. The custom job. Because there's no dead zone. It just works. It's beautiful. That's it. We're waiting on a potentiometer now. I'm going back to pots. I've discovered that pots aren't the demons I always thought they were. And the Hall effect sensor will require a lot more expense, shall we say. Expense and work to get to work how I want it to work. So that'll be kept around for a V2. But as it happens, I now have 6, they're called latching switch Hall effect sensors, 7 ratiometric linear Hall effect sensors. So I think I'm good for Hall effect sensors. Now I understand how they work as well. Yeah, we got this. We got this. But yep, we're good to play Farm Sim for now, and we'll get to play Farm Sim really, really happily when this new potentiometer arrives. Hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully. It won't come today because I didn't order it around 10 o'clock last night. So hopefully tomorrow, new pot, glue it in, get it on the shaft coupler, and everyone's a winner. Yeah. But until then, thanks so much for watching, guys. We will catch you all next time. Laters.